Leave my store right now. I have a gun right here. Leave my store right now.
You have a what?
Gun.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Eric Kanevsky from Kanevsky Fitness, the most optimal person in history, and I want to start this video off with a very important reminder that right now we need to be supporting our local businesses. If you have the ability to do so, make sure to support your local businesses when you can, like I'm about to do right now. Oh shit, are they out of 1 bars? Oh, they have 1 bars. Sir, I'd like to purchase this. Price? I don't know how much this thing is. I'll just get Quest bars. Ooh, $29.99. That's a little overpriced, but we gotta do what we can at these times. $29.99, so that's about $33 with tax. I'll leave 20, 5, 5, 5. You can keep the change. Good doing business with you, sir. Stay safe, wash your hands, don't hit anybody with a stick. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. Alright guys, so before we get into today's video, which will include some prank footage, but the majority of it will be a Q&A, make sure to go ahead and like this video. With everything going on right now, believe me, it sucks that I can't film and upload the type of content that I want to be making, but I believe that doing what I can in this situation and working with what I have is better than nothing. So again guys, it would be greatly appreciated if you could just like this video before we get started today. And before we get started with the Q&A portion of this week's video, I actually have one last little bit of prank footage for you guys that was filmed about a month ago that I never got around to uploading. And the reason I never did was because I was doing a video as Vladimir, and the idea was that I was coming into small businesses basically as the mafia, and I was telling them that my boss, Mr. Wellington, wants 50% of their business, and in return they get our protection. And then I would call Mr. Wellington, and after of course they refused the offer, he would tell them, oh yeah, well, we're gonna take 50% of your business anyway, and now you don't get the protection. So I asked people on Instagram, I asked some of my friends if they know any local small business owners that I can prank, and I expected this to be one of my best videos ever, but then everything that could possibly go wrong did. First of all, I was supposed to have one of my friends in the video with me who was going to be playing my brother. He's another Russian. He's 6'4", about 260 pounds, another huge bodybuilder. I was gonna put fake tattoos on his face too, and we were basically going to be coming into these businesses together as the mafia. Well, last second this guy couldn't make it, and I was all on my own, and I still needed to do my video for the week. So I was basically going into all of these shops by myself, which was super awkward. It just didn't have the same effect that it should have, and all the reactions that day were basically, no, we don't want to do business with you, sorry. And there's not much you can do at that point. A lot of people really don't realize just how much work goes into all of these prank videos. And one of the things that people especially don't realize is you can have the best idea in the world, but if the people you're pranking aren't reacting, then it's not gonna be good no matter what. Like my viral fake professor video that I did as Vladimir. Yes, most other people probably couldn't have pulled that off no matter what, but what made it so good was ultimately the people that were in that classroom that were giving the reactions, the real professor that gave his reaction, the dean that came in and gave her reaction. If the real professor came in and he was just like, no, this is my class, you have to leave, sorry, bye, then ultimately it doesn't matter how good I am, the video's killed right then and there. So that was what I was seeing with this Russian mafia video. But then just as we were about to end the filming for the day and just throw in the towel, I got a message on my Instagram from one of my fans who told me that he works at a smoke shop, he knows the owner really well, and I should go and try to prank him. And I said, fucking why not, let's just do this one more, we'll just throw it somewhere into a future Vladimir video. And here we are today. Who knew that just a month later it would be the end of the world and this would be the last piece of prank footage that I have. So with that said, here is that one good reaction that I managed to get that day.
Hello, my friend. Are you Sean? You are? I'm Vladimir. Nice to meet you. I was sent here by Mr. Wellington.
Who?
Mr. Wellington, Bradley Wellington II.
Who?
Bradley Wellington II. He's the richest man in Arizona. he wants to move here to California. He wants to do business with you. He wants 50% of this shop.
Joking.
What?
You're joking?
Why would I be joking?
I don't know who you are.
I'm Vladimir.
Who sent you?
Mr. Vladimir, you want to talk to him?
Who's that?
The richest man in Arizona.
How does he know me?
He said he came here, he tried your CBD, he loves your products, he wants to do business.
Okay. He wants to do what? He wants to do...
He wants 50% of the shop.
He wants 50% of the shop?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
He wants 50%. And you get our
Buy it?
protection.
I'm not sure. What are you talking about?
He takes 50% and you get our protection from Mr. Wellington.
Protection from what?
From Edison.
Who?
Edison!
Okay, I don't understand what you're telling me now.
Okay. I give
Want
want to talk.
protection?
Yes.
Protection from what?
From Edison.
Why would I need protection?
While you don't need protection.
No, I don't need protection.
Okay, listen. I give him a call. Can you talk to him?
Okay.
He wants an answer today.
Do I have to talk to him?
Yes.
What?
Because he wants to talk to you
What if you want to talk to me for? He wants 50% of what?
of this shop.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean he wants 50% of the shop?
I don't know. You want to talk to him? He sent me.
He wants 50% of the shop. What are you punking me? What are you telling me?
Oh, pumpkin. What is
I
pumpkin?
don't understand. What he wants 50% of my shop?
Yes.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean 50% of my shop?
You
Buy
talk
my
to him.
shop?
Mr. Wellington.
Vladimir, where are you?
I'm here with Sean. You told me to go to his shop.
Yeah, did you talk to him?
I talked to him. I don't think he understands. You talk to him,
What do you mean he doesn't understand?
Mr. Wellington.
Okay, hello? Yeah, do I know you, my friend?
Yes, I own. Listen, all the smoke shops, all of them in the area, I work with them. So,
Okay.
so we're gonna offer you the. I'm gonna offer you the same thing I offered them. I'm gonna offer you the protection. You see Vlad. You see how big, how muscular he is in front of you. Okay, I offer you the protection
Protection from what?
because there's a lot of bad things going on in the area now in the marijuana business.
I don't sell marijuana, my friend.
No, but the smoke, all the things involved in the marijuana.
No, my friend, thank you very much. Please leave my store right now.
What?
Leave my store right now.
You
I have a gun right here. Leave my store right now.
You have a what?
Gun. Leave my, I need you to leave my store
Okay,
right now.
Carlos. Hey.
Leave my store right now.
Okay.
Call the cops right now.
You know Carlos?
I don't know who the fuck it is.
He works here. Carlos.
Okay?
Yeah. We're just joking. It's a prank. Yeah, I have a prank channel on YouTube. I like asked if anybody knows any like small businesses, and he's a fan, so he told us to
I'm
come
about
here.
to say it. What?
He told us you don't have a weapon though. Is it cool if we put it on YouTube?
All right, now on to the rest of the Q&A. In this video, I will be answering the questions that I have been getting the most frequently, and also some specific questions that you guys left for me in a Q&A thread that I made earlier this week. So the first question, how am I going to keep my gains with all the gyms being closed? And also, what are my thoughts on the whole virus situation? As far as my gains go, I am not worried at all. There's actually one local gym that is still open. I think they're only allowing like 10 people in at a time, and you have to call in advance and make an appointment for when you want to come in and train. But the gym is open 24 hours. Right now, for once, there is no traffic in LA, so the drive there is actually enjoyable. And you're basically telling me that every day I have this whole gym basically to myself and everybody else has to stay out? Like, this is a fucking awesome situation as far as the gym goes. If that's all I cared about, I'd be fucking ecstatic right now. But again, my biggest problem is right now that I can't really go out in public and shoot the type of content that I want to shoot. I can't be making the same sort of prank videos that you guys have gotten used to seeing over the past several months, and that sucks. I'm going to do the best that I can, and I'm still going to try to release weekly prank videos, but obviously they're not gonna be the same because all the universities are shut down, all gyms are shut down, pretty much everything besides grocery stores and hospitals is shut down. There's no one out in public, and the shittiest thing about all this is I can't just go to Texas and stay with Cassidy and prank people with him there. I can't just go to Canada, I can't just go to Russia. Like, there's nowhere you can go right now to escape the situation because this is literally happening all over the world. Nothing like this has ever happened before, and it's equally shitty for everybody. And it is literally getting worse and worse every day, if not by the hour. It seems like every time time I check my phone at this point, there's a new restriction on something. Like, it was less than 3 weeks ago that the Arnold Classic Expo in Ohio got canceled, and I thought that was the worst thing that could possibly happen. I was planning on shooting so much content while I was out there. I was actually going to do a part 2 of the weighing and measuring people video. I was going to debut a brand new Indian character that nobody had ever seen before, and I was gonna have my whole body covered up. I was gonna have like a unibrow. I was gonna be wearing sunglasses, have like a really dark tan, so I would have been completely unrecognizable, and I could have fucked with even the people that already know who I am. But then that whole event gets canceled, and then next thing you know, within a week, basically the whole world gets canceled. And like I said, every single day that goes on, there's some sort of new restriction, and there's fucking less you can do. Just this past Sunday, I was still planning on flying out to Houston, Texas to do a collab with Predator Poachers. Well, it's not a good idea to fly. They might cancel all domestic flights, then I'll be fucking stuck in Texas. So Monday I'm thinking, oh, well, I can still drive down to Arizona, shoot some shit with John Bravo, Mr. Wellington. Well, now there's talks of entire cities being put on lockdown, and it sucks, and I have no idea at what point it's going to end, but I hope this ends as soon as possible, because I really, more than anything, miss doing my regular content and just want to go back to doing that, plain and simple. Why don't I make fitness videos anymore? I'm sick of it, plain and simple. Can't do it anymore. Every possible video that can be done about fitness has already been done a million times over by a million different people. Every single topic that can possibly be covered has already been covered a million times. Fitness videos are just so done to death. We've seen it all a million times. You guys have all seen my workouts a million times. You guys have all seen my meals a million times. How many times can you post the same shoulder workout? How many times can you post the same chicken and rice meal before you just start to lose your shit? Everything that needs to be said about fitness, every topic that needs to be covered has already been covered. It's all already been said. Everybody that claims that they're doing these videos to help people is so full of shit. If you're making fitness videos in 2020, you're doing it to help yourself. If you really want to help people, you don't need to regurgitate the same shit that's already been regurgitated a million times. You can just link whoever you're trying to help one of the already regurgitated videos that's been made a million times. And the reason that I was making these videos for way longer than I should have is, quite honestly, for no other reason than I just got complacent where I was. I was making a comfortable full-time living doing online coaching. I was basically just going to the gym and getting all my meals in and chilling, and it was a very comfortable way to live. But then at a certain point I was just like, fuck that. I could be doing so much more. I'm just wasting my potential. Yeah, just going to the gym and making workout videos and making videos about who's natty and who's not is a lot easier than the content I film now. The shit I do now takes a lot of work. A lot of times I'll spend the whole week on just one 10-minute video, but ultimately the reward is also a lot greater as well. When I uploaded videos before, it almost felt like clockwork. Like I was doing something that I pretty much just had to do at that point. The feeling that I get when I upload now, knowing all the work that I put into that video and then seeing the positive response that it gets and seeing it all pay off, seeing how much my channel has grown since I started truly doing the videos that I want to do, it's just the best feeling in the world. And again, for like the millionth time, that's why I just can't wait for this all to be over so I can go back to doing those videos that I love doing. Somebody actually asked me which fitness YouTuber has the best content. I don't know how to answer that, because honestly, to me, they're all exactly the same. Like, I don't know who's the best at doing the same exact workouts, who's the best at making the same video explaining how to track macros. I don't mean to flex this case of Costco water right now with everything that's going on, but asking which fitness YouTuber do you think has the best content is like asking which of these 40 bottles do you think is the best. Like, I can sit here and really think about it, but ultimately it's all the same shit. Why do I still do the Jason Blaha character now that I have a bigger following and get way more views and a lot of my followers don't even know who he is? Well, for those of you guys that haven't been following me for that long and don't know this, the cowboy character that I do is actually based on a real person named Jason Blaha. He's actually a very real person, and he and I actually have a long history together. For some reason, he really doesn't like me, and it's not just me. He seems to hate all bodybuilders equally. So some people think that I do that character just to piss him off, and I always see comments that say something like, oh, this is so good, I bet Jason is so mad watching this, good job. And the honest to God truth is, I didn't even think about that one bit. I don't even think much about the real Jason at all anymore. All that I care about is that this crazy caricature that I've created of him is a hilarious character. It makes for some epic content, and that's why I enjoy doing it and why I'm gonna keep doing it. If it pisses Jason off, then I guess that's a cool little side benefit as well, but to be quite honest, I don't even see why it would. I'm making him way more well-known than he ever would be otherwise, and I'm making him look like a complete badass. I don't see why he would be mad, but if he is, that's his problem, because I think it's funny as shit, and most of you guys do too, so I'm definitely going to keep doing it. What was the idea behind making a parody of The Daily Dropout? I have nothing against The Daily Dropout. I enjoy some of their videos. Shout out to Steven Shapiro. He's always commenting on my videos. But The Daily Dropout, they're all just normal people. And they kind of fit in on that college campus setting where they're always recording. Versus me and Cassidy when we're there as two rednecks. Like, we don't even have to say or do anything and everybody is immediately staring the moment they see us on that campus. And then me as Vladimir looking the way I do with my physique and all the tattoos and shit. Me doing this stuff on a college campus as Vladimir is just so ridiculous that even if the prank itself is not that funny, just the fact that I'm doing it as this ridiculous character makes it funny automatically. And if it's already a funny prank, now it's 10 times funnier just because of who's doing it. And that's the thing with me, I can take any prank that anybody's done, not just The Daily Dropout, and it automatically has its own unique twist of it just because of how I look. People want to see the reactions to a big guy doing these pranks versus just a regular average looking prankster. And even further than just the Daily Dropout stuff, that's why I know I have a great thing going, because I kind of have like my own little niche that I've created for myself. The big bodybuilder that does pranks, there's only one of me, and that's why I know I have a great thing going. How did Cassidy Campbell and I meet? I met Cassidy back in 2016. He actually, I believe, messaged me on Instagram first saying that he watches my videos and he wants to do some together, and we hit it off. We planned a collab a month later. I flew out to Dallas, Texas and stayed with him for a week, and before that we literally spent a month talking on the phone every single day, planning every single video that we were gonna do out. And then when I flew out there and we did those videos, I think we made like 4 that week. They were all so good. They got a lot of views for that time, and it's because we kind of already knew each other so well from talking on the phone every day that we had that great chemistry on camera. A lot of times you'll see collabs when 2 channels just get together for the first time just because, you know, they want to use each other for views, and you can just tell when that's the case and they don't really vibe. It just doesn't end up being good content. But yeah, that's how I met Cassidy, and then fast forward to the present day, and he is actually managing my channel. For those of you guys that don't know, he has been a big reason for my channel growth the past couple months, and for the billionth time, I cannot wait for this end of the world bullshit to just be over so we can both get back to doing our regular videos and doing some more collabs as well. Am I actually Russian? Duh. How do you think I do the accent so well? It's because that's literally the accent I've heard at home growing up my whole life. What's crazy to me and still blows my mind every time I see somebody say this is a lot of people that just find my channel actually think that I am Vladimir. Like, that's my real personality. And that's because those videos are the most viral, so people see those videos first, they hear me talk like this, and then they see my other videos and they're like, what the fuck? He's not actually Russian? Well, as a matter of fact, I am Russian. I just don't talk with that super thick accent, but I do speak and read and write in Russian fluently. In my last video where I'm speaking Russian with the girl that plays my daughter, by the way guys, she's not actually my real daughter. She's actually older than I am by a few years, but she looks like she could be my daughter. But anyway, somebody asked me if I'm actually speaking Russian there or if I'm just speaking gibberish and putting English subtitles. And the answer is, obviously I'm speaking Russian. Even if I wasn't Russian, if I was playing a Russian, I would be speaking Russian. Who would just speak gibberish for a skit? Like, what kind of acting is that? Just like if I was playing a Hispanic character, I don't know how to speak Spanish, but I would ask somebody who does know to teach me how to say those lines in Spanish. Obviously, I'm not just speaking gibberish, but anybody who actually speaks Russian that hears me talk will tell you that I'm very fluent in the language. And the final question that I'm gonna be answering for this week's video, what is my favorite character to play on this channel? I would probably have to say Vladimir, with Blaha being a close second. It seems like the majority of people prefer Vladimir, and what sucks about the Blaha character is that it's all like one big inside joke, so it can never really get too mainstream. Since again, even though I think it's funny, even if you don't know who the real person is, a lot of the aspects of the character are still going to be confusing for a lot of people. Whereas with Vladimir, those are the videos that I probably enjoy doing the most, and those are the videos that everybody likes the most. But yeah, with that said, that is going to be the end of this Q&A video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, make sure to smash that like button if you haven't already. It really helps out a lot. Leave any other questions that you have for me in the comments down below. Who knows, I might have to end up making another one of these until this whole situation blows over. And until next time, I'm out! Thank you, man.